Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the online CRT classes. Today we are going to discuss percentages part 4. Right? Yesterday we discussed about small special tricks for percentages like a decimal technique and fractional approach and a split percentage technique. It will be useful more. So it and this and decimal number both we can combinedly use the many situations. Okay, and a reverse technique. As well, everyone knows this one. X percent of y equal to y percent of x. Common percentage technique. Actually, here you need to take the common here. So here also 25% is there. Here 23% is there. 21% is there. So in common, this 20% is common. Out of this, this. So remaining 3% here. Remaining 1% from here. Then just take the total number, then take the 20%. It is easy, much easier than general traditional method. Okay, so this is the common percentage. And next one, these are important points. Actually, these are the notes. If 1 by n% increases, then in a reverse 1 by n plus 1 will decrease. If a by b percent increases, then in a reverse a by a plus b will decrease. So where we are going to find out these type of problems? So do you remember the second class that we discussed? Some same expenditure, rice price and sugar price is increases, then how much is going to be decreased, right? So we'll check that once. You just check it at 1%. See, if they're asking the income, sorry, not this one. Yeah, price of sugar is decreased by 20%. Decreased by 20%. What is the change in consumption? Okay, if it is increased, see, first we'll check with increase. If it is increased by 20%, increased by 20%, then what I'm saying here, the last note, if percentage increases, then 1 by n plus 1 will be decrease, right? Will decrease. So same, just follow here, just do this. So here, what the percentage they're saying? 20%. And we know that 20% was a fractional value. 20% equal to fractional value 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is increases. How much will be decreased? How much will decrease? 1 by n plus 1. One by n plus 1. It's nothing but 1 by 6. Sorry, 1 by 6 will decrease. Is it that correct one? You can check it now. Just check it that person will get like this answer. So for example, what the first question it was? The first question it is 25%, right? We discussed 25%. Do you have the questions? Do you noted down that one? No, right? Okay, 25% is increases, then we can see directly 25% is increases, then what will do? 25 is nothing but 1 by 4 percentage in a fraction. So by using this, n 1 by n increases, 1 by n plus 1 will be decreased. So 1 by n plus 1, 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1. What is 1 by 4 plus 1? This 1 by 5 will be decreased. If you know that answer, first we discuss the first question, then these words are answer. We can use directly that shortcut also. Is it clear? So why I'm saying all these shortcuts means, so in a competitive exams, time is very, very precious. So everyone solve the questions by solving a traditional method, by using the traditional method, by assuming the x value, then everyone will solve the questions. But instead of that, if you're decreasing the time to solve the question, then you are in the line actually. But otherwise, you people will be always, yeah, you will get the answer, but you will solve only few questions in that total whole hour. But if you are reducing your time or maybe calculate very simple, then you can score more marks. For that, you need to require practice. It must be you need that practice. It's very important. You should practice it. Okay, by many questions. Okay, here come to the today's question we are going to discuss. In the exam, a girl scores 41% of maximum marks and pass by 6 marks. A boy scored for 29% of maximum marks and failed by 18 marks. Find the maximum marks in the examination. What they are asking? Find the maximum marks. For example, see, first of all, think for understanding the question. Okay. Let us assume the x first of all. Better. We'll solve this by assuming the x. Generally, these problems will assuming the x. What's the maximum mass? Maximum mass is nothing but assume the x will be the maximum mass. Then what they are saying? Scored by girl 41%. 41% means 41 by 100 into x, right? Out of 41 means out of total mass, maximum mass. Total mass or maximum mass equal to 1 here. That we are going to taking x. Okay, it's nothing but same. Maximum mass or total mass is nothing but same. Okay, I am assuming this one is x. So what percent she scored in maximum mass? 41%. 41 into x. Okay, we'll take n ma. So into and x will be, both will be confusion. Okay, take x. 41 into n total marks by 100. And what's the boy scored marks? 29%. 29% of marks out of n. N is nothing but total marks. Okay. Now from this, what they given us data, the girl passed by 6 marks. That means whatever the pass marks, she got 6 marks more than the pass marks. Suppose think in 100 marks, the pass marks is 35. For 100 total, maximum marks is 100 and pass marks is 35. And here what they are saying, the girl passes by 6 marks. That means she got more 6 marks out of the pass marks. So 35 is a pass marks, more 6. So 35 plus 6. So 41 marks she got. But not I am saying here, ma, it's just I'm just saying as the example to understand what is the pass by 6 marks. Pass by 6 marks is nothing but she scored 6 more marks, which is having the pass marks. So pass marks plus 6 marks she got. Okay, now you just check here what they're saying. 41 into n by 100, it is equal to, sorry, this minus 6 will equal to pass marks, right? She got more, right? She got more. If I reduce that more marks, then we'll get the pass marks, right? Is it clear? So 35 is a pass marks. I got 45. If I reduce the 10 marks, then I'll get to know that pass marks, right? 35 marks. Is it clear? Now, in the same way, 29 into n by 100, who got this one? Boy scored the marks, but he need to pass means he required plus 18 marks, right? He required 18 marks still to pass. He got less than 18 marks. Of the pass marks is 35. He got only, he got only 35 minus 18. It's nothing but 15, 20, 20, 17 marks. 17 marks he scored. So that's the reason he is required to pass. He required to pass 18 more marks. 18 more marks. Okay. Now, by just equating these two, we'll get the answer here. Or the equaling, which one? This one also is pass marks, right? So I got 45. I'm taking this 6 marks out of that, sorry, 41 out of that. It is equal to 38. And here I'm adding 18 to get 35. 35, 35. So both are equal, right? So we can equalate. So 41 into n, 41n I am considered, 41n by 100 minus 6 equal to 29 n by 100 plus 18. Is it clear? So this also represents 35 marks. This also represents 35 marks, which is nothing but pass marks. Okay, this also represents 35 marks, which is nothing but pass marks. Okay, here the 35 is not answer. I'm just saying for your understanding purpose. Generally, we have a maximum marks for 100 and pass marks is 35, right? That's the reason I'm taking that one. Okay, now by solving this 41n and by 100, you just take 6 to that place and 29 this place. So 41n minus 29n by 100. Okay, take the LCM equal to 6 plus 18, 24. And it's nothing but 12. 12n by 100 equal to 24. Then 12 ones, 12 twos. And n, or if you're cancelling 12 ones and 12 twos, that is a 2 into 100. So n equal to 200. So maximum mass is 200, right? So maximum mass is 200 here. Okay, is it clear? They are asking to find the maximum marks in the examination. We'll find the 200. Just keep this aside. Just keep this here. So this is the general procedure with we are assuming one variable. If you are assuming one variable, you can solve like this. But it will take some of lengthy part, right? So we are going to solve in another method by little easier. We are making this problem make easier to you, right? First thing, what they are saying, 41 marks. Girls scored 41 marks, right? Sorry, 41 percentage. Is it clear? No, 41 percentage. 41 percentage is girls score. Girls score 41 percentage. And boys score, how much percentage? 29 percentage. What's the difference of these two? What's the difference of these two? What's the difference of these two? Girls scored more than pass marks and boys scored less than pass marks. Okay. And what's the difference between these two? Boy need to get pass marks and then girl is having more. So totally it's nothing but 12% is the difference. The difference is a 12%. 12% is the difference. Now, if you are equaling this 12%, if you find that what's the 12%, if you find what is the 12% marks, then you can find the total marks, right? Is it clear what I'm saying? The difference is 12%. If we got to know that what is the difference of in the marks, that means nothing but how much is the 12%, then we can get the 100% marks, right? Now, just see what they given in the problem. Girls score 6 marks more. 6 marks more than pass marks, right? And boys score 18 marks less compared to pass marks. And what's the difference in marks? Difference in marks, check it. Girls score 6 marks. So think 35 marks is a pass marks. 35% is pass marks. Now girls scored 41 marks. Okay. Boys scored 17 marks. Boys scored 17 marks. Then what is the difference between the two, boy and girl? Boy required 18 and girl already 6 more is extra, right? The total difference is there. It is not 6 minus 18. It is 6 minus 18. Why? Boy required 18 marks first of all. And then girl is 6 marks more. So 18 plus 6, it's nothing but 24. And we know difference is the 12% here, right? And we know the difference is 24 marks here. This is a marks and this is the percentage. Then fine. 12% is 24. 12% is equal to 24. Then 1%. 1% is nothing but 2, right? 1% is nothing but 2. But what we require to find out 100% marks. 100% equal to, it's nothing but 200. Is it clear? Same what we are doing here. We are just taking the difference between the marks. Difference between the percentages and difference between the marks. So this mark and this percentage, we are equalating these two. Both are equal, right? Both are equal. This 12% is equal to 24. Then 1% will be 2. 100% will be 200. So if you're asking the how we are getting 100% is 1% is nothing but 200 into 100 and 2 into 100. Then 200. Is it clear, guys? Is this clear? So if you are solving this by using this method, it will take not more than 30 seconds if you are practice. So always I'm saying if you are practice. If you are just listening the class and if you are just doing like your remaining subjects is a 2020 means it's not going to be workout. So here aptitude test or competitive test is not a 2020 matches. Okay, you need more practice. Okay, that's it. Now we'll go for the next question. In examination, girls scored 39% marks, passed by 18 marks. Passed by 18 marks, and boys scored 23%. 23%. And failed by 40. Failed by 40. Find the maximum marks. Now, here, find the percentage required to pass. See here, what they're asking, same type of question. In an exam, girls scored 39% of marks and passed by 18 marks. Boys scored 23% of marks, okay, and failed by 14 marks. Find the percentage to required pass. How much percentage they required to pass? That means what we need to find out, pass marks. Pass marks we need to find out. Then we are going to convert into percentages. Okay. First of all, what we required, what is a pass marks? What is a pass mark in that examination? So how we are going to find out? So if you want to find out the pass marks, you need to know the maximum marks first of all. Is it clear? If you get the pass marks, if you want to get the pass marks, that means if you need to have the total marks, that means maximum marks. Then same way you just find out previous what we done here. So 39% is girl. So give the answer, ma. If you are doing, just give the answer. 39% is girl score and boy score. Boy score, how much percentage? 23%. 23%. Then what's the difference here? What I'm saying, difference. What's the difference? 16% is the difference, right? 9 minus 23 is nothing but 16% is the difference. So now I got the difference. And see, they mentioned pass by 18 marks and failed by 14 marks. Then what will be the difference of that one? Girls score 18 marks. It is plus 18 marks compared to pass marks. And boys scores minus 14 boys score. Then difference is nothing but 18 minus of minus 14 is nothing but 32. Then we know the percent, 16% equal to 32. And maximum is 200. Okay, good. 32. Then 1% is nothing but 2, and 100% is nothing but 200. Here also we are getting the percentage of marks. Maximum marks is 200. But what they are asking, find the pass percentage. Find the percentage to required pass. Then you need to find out any one boy or one girl marks. So total marks is 200, right? Total marks is 200. Just wait, guys. Okay. From this, we'll get to find how many marks is required to pass. Then how are we going to find out that one? So 39 marks, 39% of 200. What girls scored here? What girls score? 39%, right? 39%. 39% of 200. Then what's the, how I said yesterday, so techniques, right? So we can say, use the technique, split technique. I can find out a 40% minus 1%. Is it easy, right? What's the 40% in 200? Then again you can use that decimal fraction. So 4 into 2 is nothing but 4 into 2 is nothing but 80, right? 80. And minus 1%. What's 1%? 2. It's nothing but 78. For your understanding, I'm saying I'm doing all this. Otherwise, you can say that it's a 78. Okay. 78 is girls scored. Girls scored how much? 78 marks. But she passed by 18 marks. What that means? She got 18 marks more. What is the pass marks? She got 18 marks more. Then she got 78 minus 18. It's nothing but 60. Okay. 60 marks is a pass marks. But what we need to do? The 60 is how much percentage in 200? How much percentage in 200? That's what we need to find out. So we are going to that 60 by 200. Is it clear? Into 100. Into 100. Sorry, into 100. It's nothing but 100 will get cancelled to 30s. 30% will, 30% is a pass marks. So 30% is a pass marks. Okay. We are going to find out. So this all the things is normal marks. 60 by 200 into 100 is a normal. See, by saying it is 200 is 100 mark, 100%. Okay. What's the 10% here? 20. What we require? 30%. Is nothing but we have already 60, right? So like that. So you can take the 60%, sorry, 30% is pass marks. They require to pass 30. And even if you're solving by boy side also, we'll get the same answer. Is it okay, guys? We'll move for the next one. Okay, finding the error percentage. A student by mistake multiplied a number with 4 by 5 instead of multiplying with 5 by 4. Find the percentage error in calculation. So what is the percentage error in calculation? We have a formula for that one. Percentage error is equal to error in a value by actual value. Actual value into 100 into 100. Okay, this is a formula. This is a formula to find the percentage of error. Okay. Now, by using this formula, we are going to solve this. But here you need to remember, if generally we have to assume one variable, and then we have to solve. So instead of if I assume the variable, then if you are solving it will be lengthy process. Instead of that, I can give a simple method like how we are going to be getting the percentage of error here. So instead of assuming x, instead of assuming a variable, I am assuming a number. I am assuming a number which is both divisible by 4 by 5 and both divisible by 5 by 4. It is how we are going to assume that number. How we are going to assume that number? It's a simple way. Generally, what we have to do here, you have to assume a variable or x, n, whatever it is. You have to assume that. But instead of assuming a variable, I am assuming a number which is here exactly divisible by denominator. Here 5 and here 4. What's the LCM of the two? What's the LCM of the two? 4 and 5. 4 and 5 LCM. Guys, 20, right? Okay, 20. So I am assuming the number is nothing but LCM of denominators. Okay, what is the denominators? 5, 4, 5. It's nothing but I got the LCM is 20. Now, instead of assuming the variable, I assume the 20 here. Then what is the value here? Actual value. Actual value is nothing but 5 by 4. 5 by 4. What's the actual value? 5 by 4, right? Into 20. It's nothing but 25, right? 25. Is it clear? Equal to 25. And by what's the error value? That means what's the calculated value? The calculated, right? The calculated in 4 by 5. Okay. Into 20. Then what will get here? What will get? It's nothing but 16. Nothing but 69. I'm getting. Now we have a formula. What is that formula? Percentage of error equal to error value. Error in a value. What is the error in a value? 16 by it is a calculated value, right? It is a calculated value. What is the error value? Actual value minus calculated value. Okay. Error value is nothing but calculated value and actual value difference. Now, percentage of error equal to what is the actual value? 25 minus 16 by 25 actual value into 100, right? We'll take it 100 next time. It is nothing but 9 by 25 into 100. Into 100. So 25 ones, 25 fours, 100 will get cancelled. 4 nines is nothing but 36. 4 into 9 is nothing but 36. So this is the value here. Okay. Yeah. Super. Just what you need to do, every time if you're there, they're giving the fraction value, just take the LCM of LCM of denominators. Then we'll get the one number. You just assume that number as a student number. Then you just take the actual value and calculated value. Then percentage of error is nothing but error in value. Actual value minus calculated value will get. Then 9 minus 9 by 25 into 100 is nothing but 36. Okay. Up to this we solve few problems. We'll solve more problems in next classes. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye bye now.